All right, so this is gonna be a real quick, short lesson. This is a bonus. I couldn't resist. All right, because I've been talking about faith, right? This is gonna be Hebrews chapter 11. Let me get it real quick. I want to say all praise to the Most High Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai. Double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Okay. Enough respect to all the brothers doing the work worldwide. Now this is Hebrews chapter 11, and you can see it's beautiful out here. Kind of deserted, as you might imagine. This is Hebrews chapter 11 and verse, let me jump in here, verse 17. Listen close. It says, by faith Abraham, when he was tried, offered up Isaac, and he that had received the promises offered up his only begotten son. Could you do that? Also, verse 18, of whom it was said that in Isaac shall thy seed be called, accounting that the Most High was able to raise him up even from the dead, from whence also he received him in a figure. By faith Isaac blessed Jacob and Esau concerning the things to come. Don't get all messed up. Esau's blessing was the sword, right? Which is how you got America, Babylon the Great. They conquered everything with the sword, and they stole, right? And they brought us over here in slavery. Don't get all messed up because it said Esau received a blessing, okay? Because these devils going down. Going on, verse 22, verse 21, it says, by faith Jacob, when he was a dying, blessed both the sons of Joseph and worshiped, leaning upon the top of his staff. And y'all bear with me here. It says also, it says, by faith Joseph, when he died, made mention of the departing of the children of Israel, and gave commandment concerning his bones. By faith Moses, when he was born, was hid 3 months of his parents, because they saw he was a proper child, and they were not afraid of the king's commandment. By faith Moses, when he was come to years, refused to be called the son of Pharaoh's daughter. Listen to this. Choosing rather to suffer affliction with the people of the Most High than to enjoy the pleasures of sin for a season, esteeming the reproach of Hamashiach greater riches than the treasures in Egypt, for he had respect unto the recompense of the reward. By faith he forsook Egypt, not fearing the wrath of the king, for he endured as seeing him who is invisible. Right? Through faith he kept the Passover and the sprinkling of blood, lest he that destroyed the firstborn should touch them. And I want to say too, that having faith, the name of this short lesson is having faith is a Hebrew Israelite custom. You're accustomed to having faith as an Israelite. Don't be like these people of the world. They don't have faith. They don't know, what's going to go on, what's going to happen. Just like that Foot Locker commercial, right? The people that was in it, they were showing you that they had faith, okay, whether they know it or not. That commercial was more for us than it was for the elites. Hebrews chapter 11 and verse 28. Verse 29, by faith they passed through the Red Sea as by dry land, which the Egyptians, assaying to do, were drowned. By faith the walls of Jericho fell down after they were compassed about 7 days. By faith the harlot Rahab perished not with them that believed not, when she had received the spies with peace. And what more shall I say, for the time would fail me to tell of Gideon and of Barak and of Samson and of Jephthah and of David also and Samuel and of the prophets. Hebrew Israelite custom to have faith. Who through faith subdued kingdoms, wrought righteousness, obtained promises, stopped the mouths of lions, quenched the violence of fire, escaped the edge of the sword, out of weakness were made strong, waxed valiant in fight, turned to flight the armies of the aliens, who received their dead raised to life again, and others were tortured, not accepting deliverance, that they might obtain a better resurrection. And that brings you to mind of the 7 brothers with their mother, right, that was tortured by the Greeks for not eating pork, okay? And also the Eliezer, that old gentleman that would not eat pork the same way, you know. Beautiful back there. So let's read a little bit more. It's Hebrews 11 and verse 35. It says, women received their dead raised to life again, and others were tortured, not accepting deliverance, that they might obtain a better resurrection. And others had trial of cruel mockings and scourgings. Yeah, moreover of bonds and of imprisonment. They were they were stoned, they were sawn asunder, were tempted, were slain with the sword. They wandered about in sheepskins and goatskins, being destitute, afflicted, and tormented. See? Of whom the world was not worthy. They wandered in deserts and in mountains, and in dens and caves of the earth. Elijah, King David, was hiding in caves, right? Fleeing persecution from King Saul and from Jezebel, the wicked queen. And these all, having obtained a good report through faith, received not the promise, the Most High having provided some better thing for us, that they without us should not be made perfect. So I just wanted to offer that real quick, you know. So those of you out there that's listening and watching, man, have faith, okay? The good fight of faith. Keep fighting the good fight of faith. It's a Hebrew Israelite custom to have faith. Don't be a coward. Have faith. All praise to the Most High, Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakwadash. Double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Enough respect to the brothers teaching and preaching the truth worldwide. See you again soon with another lesson, Lord willing. Shalom. Yeah, I just want to add a few more words to what we've been going through with this, you know, with faith. Coming up, you're going to be facing the mark of the beast, which is the RFID chip. Okay. Now the scriptures tell us plainly in Revelation chapter 2 verse 10, it says, fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison. Right? So you got to be faithful unto death and receive a crown of life, as the scripture goes on to say. Also in Revelation chapter 3 verse 10, it says that basically we're going to go through the hour of temptation which shall come upon them that dwell upon the earth. It's going to come upon the whole world, man. The hour of temptation, which we know is the time in which people are going to be offered the mark of the beast, the RFID chip. Now, it's going to require faith, like when we read about Moses. Moses, basically, he could have had anything that he wanted. If he could have remained among Pharaoh and the Egyptians. But when he found out that he was, in fact, a Hebrew or Israelite, he forsook all of that, you know, and he went to be with the people of the Most High, and forsook the pleasures of the world, as it were, you know. And I'm not saying exactly how it was read, but y'all heard it. I just read it. So we're gonna, you know, I relate that to the mark of the beast, because it's gonna come a time where they offer the mark of the beast, and it's, you know, it's gonna look very tempting, especially when you hungry or when you down and out, you know, where when you're hungry and when you want things to go back to normal, because this society has gotten our people, the Israelites, you know, used, and everybody in this society used to comfort, right? People want comfort, and that's what they want. So when you're uncomfortable, when you're going through hell, they're going to offer you a way that things can go back to normal and you can be comfortable again. As well as different brothers have been doing different lessons about this RFID chip mark of the beast, you know, because they're going to offer, just like with technology, you notice nowadays people are really attached to their phones. And I have to admit, even when, you know, if you go somewhere that don't have Wi-Fi, or you don't have a signal, it's a little bit irritating, because everything we do now, we use these phones, man. But I myself personally, as much as I have to use the phone, I can't wait until things go back to normal, where we, you know, you just live life normal. Because I can remember a time where everything wasn't revolving around your damn phone and using the phone and Wi-Fi. We can think back to times where Wi-Fi, you know, there was no such thing as Wi-Fi, or that we didn't give a shit, right? So I'm looking forward to life going back to the way it should be. But also too, in the kingdom of heaven, as we always bring out, the kingdom of heaven is going to be technologically advanced. Okay, it's not going to be the Stone Age. We ain't going back to the Bronze Age, to the Fire Age. No, it's going to be technologically advanced, far beyond anything that we've ever seen. So that's something to look forward to. But you got to even have faith to even believe that time is gonna come, because many people say these days, oh, that ain't gonna come no time soon. You see how the sunset, how beautiful that is. It's actually quite gorgeous. That's something that I had not planned for, but in any event, it is what it is. But you're gonna have to have faith. You got a lot of things coming down the pike, even with this whole YouTube thing. You know, YouTube December the 10th is closing in on us, which, you know, that ain't the end of the world. It is what it is, man. You know, it's gonna be welcome not to have to look at all these damn false prophets and these scoffers every which way. But the times that are coming are gonna require great faith. You're gonna face possible death. You're gonna face possible starvation. You know, which you're not gonna starve. The Most High says He's gonna, you know, His servants are gonna eat. His servants are gonna drink, right? And servants actually serve. They do things. You don't just say you're a servant. You got guys on the internet claiming they servants of Yahweh. And I don't mean that brother that's got his page titled that, but you know, you see all kind of different servants of Israel and servants of the Most High and the servant of Yah and the servant is, but then they don't do shit. How you gonna call yourself a servant but you don't never do shit, right? In any event, the times that are coming gonna require great faith. So this has been a lesson on faith. I just added a little bit on the end because I just kind of wanted to push this over 10 minutes. All right, because I really hate doing lessons that are under 10 minutes. That's just a, you know, a thing. I mean, why not? You know, I could easily read more scriptures, but I'm not gonna make it too long. So, hey, have faith. You know, your God is gonna deliver you. Having faith is part of your heritage as a Hebrew Israelite. Okay, as a Hebrew Israelite, having faith is part of your heritage. All right, so we'll see you soon, Lord willing, with another lesson. All praise to the Most High Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai. Shalom.